Next thing we came across was a thing called cryogenic lipolysis or cool sculpting or just basically fat freezing.
You are not sending me to the cooler.
So the procedure takes 1 hour. It actually says in the advertisement that you can sit down and watch a film during the procedure. I don't know how comfortable that would be, but basically sitting around watching films is where some people end up getting this problem where they need the fat freeze in the first place, so it's kind of ironic, don't you think? So the science of this comes from a journal that was written 40 years ago, about the same age as me. And it's actually a doctor that had seen that kids that eat a lot of ice pops actually reduce the size of the dimples in their face. So I mean, that sounds legit. Full results can take a few weeks to be seen. And during that time, if you haven't changed your lifestyle, then you're basically going to go back to where you were. All right, the fat cells have died, some of them, very, very few of them. But there's still plenty of other ones there to swell up. If we think of fat cells as plastic bags, basically yours might only be a quarter full at the minute. And so what'll happen is, it'll just fill up the ones around the fat cells that's been removed. Therefore, the fat will still remain. So if you're living a lifestyle of somebody that has 30% body fat, even though you might have a slight reduction for a fucking minute time in your life, you'll go back to someone that has 30% body fat. So basically what I'm saying is, if you haven't changed it, it's still going to be there. It might be there in a different place, it might be there in the same place, but it's coming back if you haven't changed it. So you've had a really fucking quick fix that you sat around and you paid big money for, because this shit isn't cheap. One session can cost up to £300 for just one area. There's a very high tendency also that you'll have an uneven fat removal, along with a shitload of bruising, and along with a hell of a lot of money lost. And what does it lead to? Absolutely nothing if you don't change your fucking lifestyle. So the take home point from this is, if you want to lose body fat, move around a wee bit more, reduce the calorie intake a little bit, take up a sport or exercise you enjoy doing, but save your fucking money from this bullshit. Forget about it.